your intervals were odd in between the numbers.
But you got it though.
Anticipate.
But you got it though.
It's pretty close.
It'll be close.
But how am I supposed to anticipate when it's going to be if your intervals are different in between your second counting?
It's fine, man. You know me.
He goes.
I know that you.
He goes.
You know
1, 2, 3. I'm like, wait, what? All you
have to wait for is go. All you gotta hear, all you really gotta listen for is go.
In between 3 and go, I have to know how long you're counting a second.
Well, see, this is why I couldn't do 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? This is why
that doesn't help.
Last time I was like
5 doesn't help anymore is if the intervals are still weird.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it was 3, because my intervals are weird. And you wouldn't think it would be, being that I'm a musician and I should know how to keep time.
I like the idea of 1, 2, 3. I already said go, bro. What?
I said go I
whispered it
like 3 minutes ago.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
Well,
welcome.
Here we are.
Yeah, welcome to Drinking a Joint, episode 72.
Quarantine editions, number 3.
Yep. And we're coming to you guys not so live anymore, but that is a good thing. From now on, we are going to be putting up our podcasts on a certain day and at a certain time. Do we know what that certain day and time are yet, Toby?
Well, that would actually be better than doing them live, because then we could do it whenever we can during the week, and then put it up at the same time. We could do it in case we get thrown off or something.
Yeah, that's what we need to be doing from now on.
Well, yeah, it's probably gonna be a Saturday or a Friday.
You think that they'll go up on a Saturday or Friday? You wouldn't want to.
Yeah. You want to do a midweek?
But if now we're going to be recording them again, and then that means that I have to take the time to sync the audio up to the video. Or wait, no, I shouldn't.
Be a week old.
No, I shouldn't have to do that with the computer in there, because we're getting an audio signal already. So I just have to record that from OBS, and then from there we upload it to YouTube. So it should be we should be able to do it the same day. We should be, depending on if my lazy ass can do it. But I have to hold myself accountable to it, Toby. We're in the time of holding ourselves accountable.
Oh.
You don't look like you're with me.
No one told me that's what I was supposed to be doing.
So through this quarantine, I have decided that now on the Toby and Davey channel, there's going to be 3 uploads a week at least. 2 of them are one of them is going to be our podcast. Another one is going to be a Grateful Dead themed video, like a song tutorial or something of the nature. Maybe Toby and I will just talk about what the Grateful Dead means to us in a video or 2.
You could interview us. I bet there's some old ass people that were involved in that shit that would love any attention. You could probably reach out and do an interview.
Hell yeah, hit up Donna and be like, "What up, you old bitch?"
I know you ain't doing shit right now.
I know you don't. I know people don't give a fuck about you, but I'll talk to you for a minute about your whining and wailing.
Yeah. How many dicks did you suck a week?
Just like on a given day. Can you even give me a number?
Yeah.
Can you even give me a number? She wouldn't be able to. But let's see here. Also, we're going to be putting out some film retrospectives and things of the nature and of the like.
I like the idea of like looking at movies that we saw when we were a kid and kind of taking our adult perspective.
Oh yeah.
Because I noticed the thing I noticed the most is how like kind of secretly offensive everything was. Watching back, I noticed,
like, why is that so racist?
Yeah, or like, how is this allowed to be in a movie?
Yeah,
shit like that.
Oh yeah, so that'll be fun. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be putting a lot more effort into the channel and doing shit, because quarantine has shown me that anybody can fucking make money on the internet, and we gonna Toby. We gonna make that money. We gonna get out there. We gonna grab it. You gonna be wearing gold chains in no time, baby.
That's what's up.
I'm
more about that. I like silver.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm more of a silver person than a gold.
Well, I'm definitely more of a silver person.
You are?
I can't
see, like, silver and white diamonds together.
Okay, see, I like that.
Looks nice.
Gold has always seemed very gaudy to me.
It's royalty, baby. I mean, I get it.
But it's the most flashy thing.
Yeah.
And you almost equate it with, because what were fucking rulers back then? They were usually like inbred, stupid, kind of chauvinistic.
Well,
What?
I mean, I get it. Yeah, they're kings and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're not great people.
Nope, they weren't.
But somebody had to do it.
I mean, if
We
that's,
should bring back kings, you think?
there are some.
I mean, England still has.
Well, they're a monarchy, yeah. So there's a queen, not necessarily a king, but that's because she didn't marry. She just had kids.
Oh, yeah, there's a prince, not a king.
Right.
Okay.
There may be a king.
Once she dies, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Once she goes, there may be a king, but you never
What'd
know.
you think about all the? I'm not sure what to think about it. I heard about it yesterday because last night, they were confirming Kim Jong Un's death during a heart surgery.
Yeah,
and then today, they came out with the exact opposite story, and like they have North Korea like went over all the news sources and like confirmed them that he's like alive and well. But to me, it seems because they also say he doesn't fucking have an asshole, doesn't shit, right? So I mean, do you think he's dead and they're just gonna put a replacement in so there's no like worry for their people?
I mean, they probably do have a body double for him. I'm sure that they do have a double, but as far as replacing him, but even then, wouldn't you think that people over there are ready for a change, or are they fine with the way things are and just want to keep that nonsense going? But we don't even know what it's like
That's
over
what I'm
there.
saying.
We really don't even know what happens in North Korea.
It could be paradise.
It very
Have
fucking
you
well
ever
could.
thought about?
Have you guys thought about maybe Kim Jong Un is the best guy?
Yeah.
Maybe he's the best guy on the planet.
What if what if we are way more censored than we think?
Well,
And what we view of the world is very, and even like tourist places.
yeah.
What if those could be set up? Like they could have basically a form of like simulations for world travel. What if we've never left?
Oh yeah, well, I
And what
mean,
if
like
we
that's a
can't?
thing too, where people have said that, on every airplane the windows are just TVs, and that you don't actually
And then
fly
they just
anywhere.
take you to like a Hollywood set.
Yeah, and that's
You know?
all you're ever doing. But I don't buy that shit. You know,
That's deep. The simulation theory is pretty.
you wanted to get into that today? Is that what you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Toby's had a drink.
Well-
He's burping. He's ready to talk about
Ready to talk about the
simulation.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Now, see, when the Matrix came out, at my age,
Right.
I was just learning a lot about the universe and like
Yeah.
probably if I'm not sure what age I was when the first one came out, but at very least by the second one, I was doing psychedelics and considering the universe.
Right.
I don't know about the first one. The first one might have been too young.
Absolutely.
That.
That movie came
It was
out
like
in
99
Yeah,
or
99.
some shit.
The second one came out in
Yeah.
like 04, I think.
Okay. Well, that would have been around the time I was finding drugs, probably. But it did hit me in a strong way to where it seemed very reasonable. And the hardest problem about the theory is that it's almost impossible to prove wrong.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
It's kind of a what do they call it? When you trap someone in an argument, like circular logic
Yeah.
kind of thing. It's like you can't prove them wrong because if they are right, you wouldn't know.
It's true. And you would have been 11 when that movie came out. It came out in 2003.
Tripping balls. No, 11 was the first time I found like cigarettes and alcohol.
Okay.
I was pretty young then.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't drinking.
The first
yet,
time I
but
tried
had,
cocaine, I was 11.
Like, yeah. Oh man, I wish that was true.
That's a fucked up thing.
Why do I wish that was true?
Yeah, you're like, I wish I tried cocaine at 11. Fuck, Davey. No, that wasn't a good time.
Jealous.
Yeah. No, I was I was with some people I shouldn't have been with, obviously, in a fucking hotel room at 11.
Wait, you really did try cocaine at 11?
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't lying.
shit.
Yeah, I wasn't
Oh,
lying.
I thought you were.
No.
It seemed drastic.
No.
I thought you were one upping me.
Nope, that's a real thing. That is a real
Oh,
thing.
shit.
I tried cocaine for the first time at 11 years old in a hotel room.
Was it a family member?
Yes. And we won't go
hooked you
into
up with it?
Hooked me up with it. Told me to put hooked me up with it. Like I was like, is it
Who gave
okay?
you the hook?
Yeah. Is it okay if I put some of this white powder in my little nostril? No, it was
Yeah,
like
'cause
put
you
this
didn't
shit
know
in your
better.
nose.
Try it out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's insane that happened to me as a child. But
Yeah. But you've never had a problem with coke, so.
nah. At one
fine.
point, I did get a little too into it. I liked it a little too much and would kind of.
I've always liked it too much. There's no avoiding that.
Well, you are.
It's the best.
You're hard pressed to find people that don't like it a lot.
Yeah.
If you like it,
If they
you like
either
it a
hate
lot.
Yeah. There's no like, I don't get it. I don't get why people like. You don't get it.
No, you get it immediately, but it's either for
Yeah.
you or not for you.
Yeah.
But I was never to the point because that
Were
wasn't
you
my
doing it
thing.
like every day?
At a certain point, because we'd get together with
Okay.
that friend of ours that we share, and
It was pretty. It would be pretty often, but I don't think I ever got to like a cokehead level, like a every day of the week.
yeah. Well, I mean, there were a couple weeks. You've done a couple weeks.
Yeah, binges.
Yeah. I was like, Toby, we've done
Binges
this.
for a couple years or something. but no, I mean, I don't know. I've always loved it so much, but I've had a respect for it to the sense of like, I know this could fuck. I know it could really get in my way if I let it.
It can go bad so fast.
And I think I knew that right away. I was like, oh shit, this is for me. I got to be careful.
Okay. This is the thing I like the most in the world. This is better than hugs and blowjobs. So
I mean, shit, it's definitely better than a fucking hug.
are you kidding me, dude? What's okay? Let's break this down real quick. Okay, so I will say that a hug is one of the best.
You miss
feelings.
a hug? Is that what you did since you're quarantined?
Bro,
I haven't been able to hug.
You don't miss hugs? You don't miss a good
Hugs?
hug?
Man, I'd have to be tripping to really enjoy a hug. Like,
Really?
I
You
could-
don't get any
if
kind
I
of
was tripping,
support or
maybe it'd be like, yeah, like our energies were melding, and I could really understand our human connection.
yeah, and you really felt
But I have to be, like,
supported
tripping in the
and
woods.
held for the first time in a long
Yeah.
time.
But no, I'm not a hug guy. Not a hold the hands guy either. I hate that shit.
That's funny.
I mean, I do it for a second.
But see,
I
to me,
can't
it's not
stand
even a
it.
thing that I really think about too much. It's like, I'll hold hands with my wife when we're walking or something like that. We won't hold hands the entire time,
Yeah.
but we'll hold hands for a little bit of our walk or whatever, where I'll put my arm around her. But then even then, it's like, even when that cuddling and hugs aren't forever. Right? That once you start, it isn't like a forever
don't
thing.
stop.
It's not like that. I feel like maybe that's what you think in your head. It's like you're
No,
like, if I start this, it's just going to keep going.
It's downhill battle.
Yeah.
No, I wait. No, I don't understand downhill battle. It seems like it'd be good to be up on top of the hill and have a downhill battle.
Yeah,
You could,
no, but it's an uphill battle, and then
an uphill
and then
battle
there's
is the battle.
and then there's a downward spiral.
No, a downhill battle though seems legit. It's like your bullets will fly a little faster. You can just roll the cannonballs
Your
down.
bullets
and
will fly a
bowling pin
little
'em.
faster.
A little
Just-
bit. The gravity will be
But even
on
just
their side
barely,
just a little
just so barely, because what you'll have to do, to get real terminal velocity from a bullet, you'd have to be in an air, you'd have to jump out of an airplane, so you are now free falling through the sky, and then you shoot your bullet down. So then it will actually reach terminal velocity.
I like that.
Now, I don't know what a bullet shot straight at the ground from 30,000 feet. I don't know how fast that could go. You know what I'm saying? Because that could split an elephant in half.
Reminds me of Mac, and he's like, I'll just jump out that window and go down to the balcony. He's like, you cannot survive a 50-foot drop. And he's like, Dennis, if I had guns, I'd be spraying them up in the air while I jumped. Have you ever shot a gun straight in the air?
No, and I don't know if I.
It's very irresponsible.
It's the
I
most
did it when I was a
irresponsible
kid.
thing to do because people die. There's a certain amount of people that die every. I'm gonna look up that number. The amount of people that die from bullets shot in
People
the
shoot
air.
up, and what they'll go up into like the wind patterns will be different,
Yeah.
so it'll move them, and then they'll just drop through a house or a car or like. That's definitely some gang or terrorist shit. Is like to just fire up in the air for no reason. Or like mob shit, they would do it indoors.
Oh,
With like, it's
Yeah.
like that's like apartment buildings, bro. No, shoot at the ground. Might kill a worm.
Well, they're saying, that's technically called celebratory gunfire.
Oh, so it's chill. Okay. It's like 4th of July shit. You can fire up once a year.
It's usually a New Year's thing, and it's a big thing in California for some reason. Yeah.
Celebratory, because they're not aiming at anything.
Right.
Yes.
So celebratory gunfire, which again, it's irresponsible. Don't do it, kids.
But
if you are going to do it, but no, if you want to scare somebody, you don't fire straight in the air. You fire at their feet. You fire at the ground. Fire at the ground, kids.
Like, that was always a thing they'd tell you, though, for like robbers on the farms. They'd always be like, fire them over their head. And I never understood, like, fire shots over their head so they hear them whizzing.
Yeah.
But to not kill them. And I never understood that because I was like, but people live right over there.
Right.
Like,
no.
Wouldn't it just go through the fucking woods? I mean, if it's thick woods,
it'll hit a
it
tree.
Could hit a tree.
But it also could not. And if you're not using hollow points, if you're just using regular full metal jackets, then they're going to go right through shit. They're going to go right through shit, which is totally irresponsible unless you're shooting targets or...
Yeah. Or you're El Chapo.
Yeah, or it's just time to get some shit done.
I mean, I do get the theory of it, because if I was running and I heard them shooting at the ground, I'd be like, they ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
But if I heard them flying past my head, I'd be like, oh, they're bad aim.
Yeah.
Like, I better run.
Goddamn stormtroopers out here in the woods.
Yeah. Man, I got off topic quick.
No,
simulation theory?
No, that's fine. I mean, that was probably like 20 minutes, maybe.
I forgot what I was gonna say though, but it was what I got distracted by the downhill battle thing.
Okay, that's right.
But we were talking about what's a downhill battle?
Okay, so a downhill battle.
Coke? Were we talking about Coke or something?
Yeah, there was a little bit of blow.
I can't remember what we were. Yeah. But it seems like an advantage. That's what got me distracted.
I mean, it could be, but it also could be a disadvantage, because have you ever been running downhill and started to topple over yourself? You have less control.
Yeah. Because again, gravity's working
against you at that point. Well, gravity is always working against you. Well, you're fighting gravity.
True.
Gravity doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
You're fighting gravity. Gravity doesn't even know you exist.
Yeah, you're a stalker.
Yeah.
To gravity.
I mean, at best you're a stalker.
At fucking best.
You fucking peon and waste of space.
Peon is a nice one. That's a good insult.
Yeah, peon's good. You can call someone infinitesimal. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Just something meaningless and small.
Yeah, peon is really good. You what is it? Yeah, whatever. I like calling somebody a twerp.
Yeah,
you fucking twerp.
I like probably just because of everything that's going on, it came to mind. But like parasite.
Yeah, calling somebody a parasite is a good.
Or calling a ratchet girl toxic is like it's worse than calling him a whore.
Dude, toxic has become a real bad word. Toxic has become a trigger word for sure. Yeah. If someone's like, you are toxic, you're like, oh my God, what is wrong with me?
Whoa. Because it's more than it's not just a.
It's like you literally poison the people around you.
or like a vampire even, but that was not as bad. Calling someone toxic is like really getting at their personality isn't good for you.
You eat away at people.
Yeah. Fucking parasite. You fucking, what's the ones that hang on to
leech.
Oh, you fucking leech.
Yeah.
That one's bad too.
You're sucking me dry.
You're like a fucking tick.
Oh, that's good.
I can't get you. Yeah. Like, even if I can get you away from me, you still leave fucking something.
And I always find you around my taint.
It's kind of sweet now, for some reason. You're like a fucking tick. You always leave something behind.
You never let go. What is that? What is happening now? Toby's lifting up a towel, it looks like, to hit something. Toby lifted up a towel, held it in front of his face.
Did it look like? I love coughing right into the mic. You just got to get
There,
all my mouth noise.
there will be at some point when people find this show, there will someone will put together a supercut of every time you cough into the microphone.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a glorious
The one time
day.
I puked on the camera one time.
I'm going to
You
go
remember?
find that one. Your little
You
spit
remember
up. Your
that?
little
I puked on my shirt a little bit.
Yeah. I forget what episode it was. It was probably episode maybe 30 something, 20 something,
I can't
30
believe-
something. Toby
I
got
can't believe I did that.
Toby got a little too much in him, and then just little baby spit up right on
I
his
coughed
shoulder.
too much. Yeah. I was chugging some shit and then I coughed too much.
Chugging
Oh,
some
man.
shit.
Chugging some shit. I don't drink, bro. Have you seen me? I'm like nasty. I fucking gulp and chug. I don't sip.
Yeah, Toby doesn't live in any kind of subtlety.
Yeah.
Toby is an extremist.
I'm either gonna dehydrate myself or chug it.
Yeah.
You know?
He's going to walk for 40 days in the desert, or he's going to live lavishly. What is that, Toby? What the fuck is that you're holding up to your face?
I want to see what it looks like. I can't see what it looks like.
Yeah, fucking.
I'm like, what? I'm wiping my nose, bro.
Yeah, you also, you could be, fucking ethering yourself. But, so did you break your bowl or something? Or?
It's a crack pipe.
It's a crack pipe.
This is what I'm doing. I've changed. Things are different now, man.
Okay, so you're just a crackhead now. Why didn't you
It's
tell
a
me?
pandemic. You got to bring an epidemic inside to,
Okay, so
loosen up a little bit.
okay, so you got to start an epidemic inside your little pandemic. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
The downsides to it a little bit. Crack's not as bad as Corona. Oh, man. I would think it was hilarious if I, picked up some really bad drug habit like that. Only the funny ones like meth or crack.
Only the funny drug addictions, the crippling addictions that will ruin your family and your finances.
It would be funny for me. You don't
Okay.
think it'd be I mean, I know you'd feel bad, but wouldn't you feel a little bit funny?
No, I know
if I was just a crackhead now.
Oh no, it's hilarious to me.
Yeah, it'd be great.
We turn on the webcam and Toby's lost 30 pounds, and he's just a.
Trying to suck your dick. Why the crackhead? I mean, is it just because every crackhead eventually does it too
Yeah.
much and runs out of money?
Why does
and can't
crack
get a job?
give you the
Make you
appetite
suck
for
dicks?
dick?
I just think it's a habitual thing, right?
But
they
bro,
use it too
they
much.
can't
run
get
out
enough
money,
of it.
Can't get a job.
They can't get enough of the
and
dick
now
for
how are you
crack.
gonna get your crack?
Dick sucking,
Yeah.
I guess.
And I mean, once you're coming down from a lot of crack and you all your endorphins are gone, your brain chemistry's fucked up, you're like, dude, I'll change all of my morals right now to feel decent,
Yeah, to just get my fix, brah.
For some people it is. I was gonna say it's not a moral issue sucking dick, but for some people it is.
Yeah, so I mean, Toby, whether or not you believe it, there's someone out there right now that I dare say enjoys sucking dick when there's not even
that's what I'm
there's not
saying.
even crack cocaine involved.
Well, then it's not a moral issue. is what
It's
I'm
not a
saying.
moral issue.
It's a moral
not
issue if you do it when you're not inclined to.
Okay.
Like Tiger King's husbands.
Mm.
That style. They just wanted meth and to pet some majestic animals.
Now, so
if you gotta
was-
suck a dick every once in a while,
was Joe the top? Was Joe Exotic a top and he just fucked these straight boys, or were the straight boys doing the fucking and Joe was the bottom?
ooh, and he liked these burly men.
But see, it's funnier to me if
Or something.
Joe is the top. It's funnier
And
to
he's
me
making these straight guys suck his dick.
and take it in the ass. That is funnier to me. It's funnier to me
That's
if
funnier.
Joe Exotic is the top.
You sure that's the right
and
word?
and he's fucking these straight men. Yes, funnier.
I mean, if they're fucking him, I kind of get how it'd be an easier sell, because he's like,
Right, no, he
dude,
had
you don't
to
have
work.
to suck it. You don't have to see a dick. All you do is put your dick in a hole,
Right.
like normal,
Right.
and I'll just be here, laying down.
Absolutely. Quality.
That's an easier sell than dick in your face. I know you don't like dicks, but you do now.
Quality
I
content.
wonder how. I wonder how manipulative he was. So it makes me sad.
I assume pretty fucking manipulative, especially with the way I assume a lot of it was guilt. I think a lot of it was guilt based. Are you just not trying to have your fucking FaceTime camera catch you smoking weed?
It's Corona times. No, I'm resin hitting it.
Okay.
So I'm using this so I don't burn my finger.
I got you.
And does that make sense?
No, it totally makes sense now. Now everything you've ever done makes so much more sense.
Yeah. I've hit some hard times. But shit.
Hey. I mean, hey.
I'm alright.
So it looks like a few states are starting to open back up from the Rona. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't think it is time. I think we're definitely looking at getting a second wave real soon.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about like them saying the second wave, or the second strain is supposed to be a lot more deadly, and then they're projecting a third strain that's a more like a regular flu.
Okay.
Because there's been so many COVIDs and it just keeps mutating.
Right.
And some of them are unnoticeable. Some of them aren't bad.
Okay.
But that's what I keep hearing. I mean, we don't know yet, but
And also, did you know Fauci, the advisor? He
yeah.
apparently he had funded some research into developing another type of coronavirus at the Wuhan facility like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's coming out now that it might actually be possible that we let that loose on the world.
Yeah.
And it could all lead back into getting microchipped by fucking Bill Gates.
Oh, because he's doing the
vaccine.
The vaccine.
And they're saying that people may have to have the vaccine and also be tracked by an application that's being developed by Apple and Google to keep people from interacting, to like make sure people are social distancing and to track the spread basically. So you can see who's.
Well, how long do they project? But that's a lot. That's a big move for something that isn't projected to be years.
It's a big thing. But what if they've already been working on it?
But what would be their reasoning? Because it's not supposed to last that long.
Right. But again, like this is now going to be something that is just a part of our society. It's the flu. It's another flu. It's a different flu. Because we all just accept the flu as a thing. You know, it's not like we're trying to
And it kills a bunch
It kills
of
a shit ton of people every year. But it's just a thing. It's just the flu. It's like, oh, I caught the flu this year. And it's like, yeah, but...
Sicknesses are going to happen, though. I mean, we can't stop sickness.
Come on, guys. We're not going to just stop sickness. You know?
We can't.
We just can't.
There's going to be new things that evolve from us staying away from each other.
But what we can do is we can fight each other. What we can do is take to the streets with crowbars and masks and
that'll get it
pitchforks and flaming torches and what else, Toby? And nail guns and weed eaters and let's see.
I like the weed eater.
Yeah,
thing. That seems like a good mob torture thing. I would be the guy. I'm getting tired of the knife. What we got? Let me bring some lawn equipment in here. You got some hedge trimmers. Some weed eater. You get it real close to their face. And they're like,
or
you nick them.
Yeah, or take a nipple off with a weed eater.
you went a little harder. I was going more to get information out of them. But if we're real torture them, you can shred their whole face up with that guy.
Okay, so what we planned on doing today, everyone, children, ladies and gents, we're doing a fun little...
What should we call our people that listen? We don't have enough to call them anything yet, but...
Let's see.
We should still have a name.
Well, so we're called a drink and a joint. So
there's nothing good from that.
No, we'd have to call them...
call them Wheaties.
Little Wheaties or weed eaters.
What's up, my Wheaties? Yeah, Chris Lee always calls his people babies.
Yeah.
What's up, my babies? Did you see his new special?
Yeah, it was really good. It was okay. I thought what's the one what was the one before Man on Fire? Incorrigible? Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that one. That was the one I liked the most.
Was that a lot about the little kid?
I don't remember.
Or was that in Manifest? There was a huge bit about the little girl. It was like, hey, Chris. He does that little kid voice.
Yeah, maybe it was that one. Maybe it was that one. But like this newer one was okay. I don't think it was. Now see, like Tom Segura's and Bert Kreischer's were like good all the way through. His kind of dragged for me a little bit.
Yeah.
I still liked it. I still like him. Dude, when he was on Joe Rogan and when he was on Your Mom's House promoting it, I thought both of those were better than the stand-up themselves.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Like I just love seeing him and Callan fight.
Dude, did you watch that episode of Joe Rogan when like he came in like at the end of it and he was like, "Bro, this is my episode of Joe Rogan."
They just brought him in to destroy him.
Yeah.
Like they were both getting at him. That shit's funny. Before we do move on, some 2 good movies I've seen recently. I watched the Invisible Man.
Oh shit.
Which was really good.
Yeah.
That I'm not sure. I never saw the old Invisible Man, so I don't know if it was based on that. But it's like a tech guy. He's like really controlling of his wife. Yeah. And she wants to leave him, so he fakes his death, puts on his invisible suit that he made, and haunts her and like destroys her life, makes her seem crazy to everyone around her, you know, and starts breaking her down mentally. It's pretty crazy. But the suit is what I was impressed with. It's like when it shows the suit, it's like a bunch of little cameras.
Yeah, it's all cameras.
Right?
Yeah, I thought that was
like,
really cool.
It made sense to me that it'd be like a 360, getting pictures of everything around the room and then displaying them. Yeah. So he's not actually see-through.
Nah.
It's just displaying. And that was just kind of sealed up the reality of it for me. It's like, this could totally happen.
Absolutely.
This seems plausible.
That already exists because I remember being in, 6th grade. I remember being in 6th grade reading a magazine because like our school used to get these like particular magazines that you'd get. It kind of just, it's a magazine for kids, basically, that they would distribute to the schools. And I remember reading it and seeing, I think it was in China, this guy had created this poncho with all these little cameras all over it that would transmit both sides to each other. Like, so he would basically be invisible wearing this poncho.
That's pretty cool.
And I was in 6th grade, so that was a long fucking time ago.
So this is happening.
Yeah, so
somewhere.
That's a thing. That's totally a thing.
The other one is it's a bad movie and it's kind of sad, but I thought it was hilarious. And I showed Xena and she was like on the verge of tears the whole time, so maybe it's not funny. But it's called The Florida Project.
Okay.
And it is just rewatching it and seeing how it's sad made me change my mind, but like it's just basically watching this ratchet girl that lives in Atlanta, used to strip, turned prostitute, take care of her little daughter out of a motel.
Okay, is it a real movie or is it like a documentary?
It's a movie.
Okay.
Willem Dafoe is the guy who runs the hotel. He does a really good job.
It's called The Florida Project?
Yeah. But I honestly was laughing the whole time I watched it by myself. Because it is sad watching like this kid become like a horrible person and they just, the whole trashy Florida vibe of her, But I just thought she was a hilarious character. I don't know if you would think it was funny. It's like watching her, and it's pretty much the saddest shit. You just watch her. You watch the end of her spiral. You don't get to see how she got there.
Right.
But like you just see the end of her spiral go down. I thought it was great. That little kid, the kid is a great actor.
Okay.
She just played everything just right. She is a little trashy Florida ratchet little girl.
Hell yeah. So she's like sassy and shit. Sassy and gross.
Yeah, she like it starts out with them like spitting on this car, and then they get in trouble, and then she's just yelling to him like, "Shut up, you ratchet bitch, ho! Like I don't even live here." And she's like 9.
Hell yeah.
She's but I thought she did great. That was a good movie. But yeah, those are my 2 recents that have been good.
Hell yeah. Let's see. What did we watch? We watched this movie with Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick called A Simple Favor, where Anna Kendrick is like this this kind of like mom blogger. She like makes these she's like got like a pretty famous mom vlog on the internet, and she teaches women how to cook and shit. But her son goes to school with this other kid, and this other kid's mom is Blake Lively, and she's kind of like this badass. She's like a badass fucking executive, and she don't take no shit, and she's real sassy and classy, and she got a
sassy and classy.
And she got a bad mouth. So they become friends and start drinking together and get to know each other really well. And then all of a sudden, Blake Lively's character disappears. And Anna Kendrick is left to like take care of her kid. And then her husband starts coming around, and they start getting into a thing. And then Anna Kendrick's husband and brother died in a car wreck. And then it comes out that they died because of her, because she used to bang her brother.
Oh.
And there were questions whether or not the kid was the dad's or the brother's. And so the dad actually killed the brother. Like he killed both of them, like wrecking his car because he found out that they had banged. So then he ran them both into like a fucking divider on an interstate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because fuck my life.
Yeah.
And then so she kind of gets together with Blake Lively's husband after she disappears, and then they apparently find Blake Lively's body in this lake, but it turns out to be Blake Lively's twin sister, and then Blake Lively was just trying to cash in on life insurance so then she could come back from the dead as her own twin and marry the husband and then just be back with the family again, but $4 million richer. But she didn't tell anybody about that plan. So Anna Kendrick got with her husband and is now kind of being mom to her kid, and like some weird shit happens, and then ends up I'm pretty sure everybody goes to jail but Anna Kendrick, maybe something like that. It was a decent. So it was pretty good.
If she had told the family, then she could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, if they had all just kind of worked together, I'm sure everybody would have been down for it.
Yeah, split up the money a little bit.
Cause so it was a decent little mystery. We also watched.
What was it called?
I just said it. Let's see here. It was called A Simple Favor.
Okay.
And we also watched this movie called Infinity Baby.
Infinity Baby.
And it's got a bunch of comedians in it. It's got Kieran Culkin, Nick Offerman. Oh shit. Fucking Martin Starr and Uncle Eddie from Grounded for Life. And
I've never seen
You never saw Grounded for Life? That was a great show.
No, is that a newer show? Or old?
I mean it was kind of like our generation's it was
like early 2000s.
Yeah, it was early 2000s, kind of like our generation's Married with Children. It was kind of like that idea of a show, but you also had like a foul-mouthed grandpa and a sketchy uncle character.
Was Married with Children the one with Ted Bundy or whatever?
Yeah.
That
but
goofy
Ted
ass
Bundy
motherfucker.
was a serial killer. It was Al Bundy.
Al Bundy. I thought his name was also Ted Bundy.
Because it's the thing. He was the killer. That's why it's funny, right?
Al Bundy. Okay.
Yeah, Al.
I hate that guy. Like, he's what comedy I feel like stand-up comedians used to imitate shit like that. They'd have dumb characters that they'd play.
Yeah.
It's not classy. Where the L is a dick and it fucks the ass out of the E.
Hell yeah. So today we're going to be doing some verses. And we wanted to do this just because it's a silly fucking thing to do. And what else are we going to do podcasts about during quarantine? So fucking deal with it, you little pansies. Toby's making me a little tired just staring at this dark room he's in.
Oh, okay. You're waking me up a little bit, probably.
Oh, that's good.
because you're bright.
So I guess we're meeting somewhere
You
in
can
the middle
have
with apathy.
A green
Oh my
light.
god. So
That's what you got.
Toby's either got, so I do have some expensive lights over at Toby's house, but they're probably too bright for him.
They're pretty bright.
I mean, when you could just point one kind of away from you and it would still illuminate the whole room.
I tried that. Didn't work. You would think.
You would think. But no.
Light don't work like
No, so it's either pure black on Toby's end or just bright green. Just the brightest green that takes over everything.
You got a little alien orb in the corner, which is nice. It looks pleasant to stare at. I wish you had one.
It's not. It is not pleasant to
It's
stare
not?
at. No.
Okay. Well, shit,
So I'm just going to stop looking at you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this this verses list. So who, and you guys feel free to let us know in the comments who you
Look
think.
at me.
God damn. I wish you guys could see this. Toby is just shoving a green light in his face and growling at me. But
I'm being abusive.
you guys let us know in the comments who you think would win in these fights and why.
Me or Davey?
No, that's the last one.
Yeah,
That
okay.
is the last one, and you've ruined it. Damn it!
Oh, no, I didn't. Well, shit,
it,
man. You
Toby.
didn't have to. We got to start with that.
No,
one.
we don't.
So
No, it's got to be the last one.
it would be, it's just, damn. I didn't know we didn't do prep work.
You got to keep that shit close to the chest, Toby.
Yeah. I'm just letting the discs fly, you know?
Yeah, even that. I don't know why I said discs, but I'm letting the discs fly.
Let me go. Say it again.
All right.
You don't like that?
So the first one, do you have one you want to start with, or do you want me to start?
The only one I had was the one I texted you, really.
That was it?
I've thought of a few, but no good ones. My one was the $6 billion man versus Travis Scott with laser eye vision.
Okay.
Laser vision,
Yeah.
right? So it gives him a superpower. I wasn't just going to do regular Travis Scott.
But it is technically,
That'd be unfair.
other than the laser eyes, he is just regular Travis Scott, right?
Yeah.
Okay, $6 billion
So-
man wins.
Because he's fast.
Well, yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, so that's that one. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Travis Scott could give him a run for his money. I mean, he is.
He could laser eye him when he's running towards him real fast.
Yeah, but I mean, like but the $6 billion man is built to fight. He's built
he's
to
got a
fuck
lot
shit
of-
up. Travis Scott is just. I mean, he's a rapper.
What about with
Laser vision? No, he does have laser vision, so he does have an edge up on a common man. But we are not talking about a common man. We are talking about
So I'm gonna-
the $6 billion man.
I'll give you that. I'm going to take this on to who do you think could beat the $6 billion man now? It's got to be someone with. Oh, is there anyone that's like half cyborg? That would be.
Well, the $6 billion man could be taken down by
Bane?
I mean, there's Bane.
No.
There's the Terminator. There's RoboCop.
Oh, the Terminator versus $6 billion man. What do you think? Terminator probably. He's got a lot more advanced technology.
That's true. Well, guys out there,
He is a $6 billion man, right?
so I feel like we're switching between saying 6 million and 6 billion because
I'm saying billion because I think that's
it used to be the $6 million man, but that's when $6 million was a lot more than it is now. So
okay. So the Terminator is the $6 billion.
well, I
man.
think yeah. So if we're talking about the $6 million man, we're thinking about a guy who's more put together with like hoses and duct tape and like
they were just giving him steroids.
basically steroids and a bionic eye. There's the bionic man though, but isn't that technically the $6 million man? It was the $6 million man and the bionic woman, I think.
Oh, okay.
So they were both bionics. So that is like that's
be a good fight.
just this man beating a woman.
Ooh, the bionic. Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know. You can't just give it to him, but for the gender.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It would just look like a man beating a woman because they both have the same enhancements.
What about the Bionic Woman and Wonder Woman?
Probably Wonder Woman, since she's got that lasso, and sometimes she has a sword and an invisible jet.
Yeah, but I mean, unless she ran the jet into the Bionic Woman, I think it'd be a good fight.
Okay.
Yeah, she could just kamikaze
Yeah,
him.
she'd be like, "Why is that woman just flying through the air, sitting down like she's in a chair?"
right towards me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I never understood that. I don't like that the cloaking device didn't make her invisible.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was stupid, pointless, entirely pointless. If we could see her floating, what are they gonna think other than she's in an invisible plane?
Yeah, it's pretty.
There's
dumb.
no other options. Like, is that woman just no?
Well, that's why.
I don't.
That's why if they were ever going to update it, they would just have to make the whole thing invisible. It's not going to be this fucking jet where you just see this woman sitting in it.
I see
Yeah,
you.
you're just not gonna
Does
see
she
it.
not know? Now that would make sense if she had never been outside the plane. Right. She didn't know they couldn't see her, and then she thought she was being stealthy. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, just turn back on your plane shit. Like, I mean, we can see you.
We can see you, and like BT Dubs, you can jump like you're flying. So,
but if they had the technology to do it with the ship, why wouldn't they have the technology to do it with her? Because you can't see any of the mechanics of the ship. Yeah. It's not like it's just on the outside and you see all the guts. You couldn't even see like the steering wheel, whatever. What are the in planes? They're not called steering wheels, right?
I don't know what they're called in a plane.
I feel like they have a different.
They probably do.
Pull up on the throttle.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Throttle?
Maybe it's a throttle. There you go. Going back to your days as a pilot.
Yeah. Flashbacks, man.
Okay, so did we decide who would win? Okay, so I think Wonder Woman would win, but
yeah,
against the Bionic Woman. And as far as the $6 million or $6 billion man goes, I think the Terminator could take him down. But no, I don't. Maybe I think the $6 billion man could outsmart the Terminator.
Oh, because he's dumb.
I mean, they do just have one.
It's Arnold.
They do just have one task, and that is to.
It was an old model. Yeah.
Oh, we are talking about the Arnold one, by the way.
Yeah. Now the next, the Terminator 2 is like I like to call it.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. The liquid metal. Yeah. Now that could take out any billions of dollars.
I think that was the T1000. I think the T800 is Arnold, and T1000 was Robert. What's his name? Forgive me, but he was good. He was in the faculty.
I have a question about Wonder Woman. Was she an alien?
No, she's a god. She's a demigod.
See, that's what I thought. Then she takes that one.
No way.
Hands down.
Down.
Yeah. Versus human technology?
Yeah.
No way.
Okay, so I've got one. I've got a list. I've got a good list, and I think you're gonna like some of these. So what I'm gonna do? So the first one I wrote is hands down the best one. It's the best one. So I'm not gonna start with that one. What I'm gonna start with is let's start with one that's just kind of bleh. Let's do okay. Who would win between Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson?
Are they brothers? Yes. I felt like
but a death match. Who's gonna win? Who is gonna live? Which brother will kill the other
Owen
brother?
Wilson already looks like he's been bashed in a little bit.
Well, he did try to commit suicide once.
Yeah, so he may be ready to die. I think he has the advantage just because he has a little bit of psycho in him. I think Luke Wilson's probably the more reasonable.
But I think when it comes down, first of all, I think Luke Wilson is a bigger boy. I think he's bigger than Owen, and I think that maybe even when it came down to it, he's hungrier to live.
Okay. Well, see, I would see the suicidal thing coming as a advantage for Owen because he's ready to die, so he has nothing to live for, and he's going to fight harder. I feel like there's a ghost in the doorway right now.
Really? Oh, just with the...
I guess it's back there. It's just the stuff back there.
The jacket or whatever.
I can only see a little black. It looks like it's peeking in with a coat. We catch a lot of aliens on this show, or ghosts, or whatever.
Whatever, doesn't matter. It's clickbait. So what else do you think? Who do you think would win? Like when it came down to it, who do you think would have? I think Luke. I'm gonna take Luke in this one. Are you saying Owen?
I'm betting on Owen just because I think he's crazy.
Okay, all right.
And I think the crazy could come out, and he probably has some disdain for Luke. Luke probably feels bad for Owen. Owen's like gonna be the drug addict, gonna be the failure out of them.
But see, I think that also draws up a bunch of like sibling resentment. I think he'd have a lot of resentment for Owen because like he's like, you get all the fucking attention. You're the one that's always the fucking drama queen. It's like you always had to have all the attention. And I think I'm taking Luke.
He'd lay a beat down.
Dude, I think Luke's got a lot of pent up anger and jealousy toward Owen since Owen obviously had the bigger career. Luke, I think, has had a more steady career, maybe. But
yeah.
Dude, my voice cracked like a motherfucker. That was crazy.
Steady?
Yeah. But I'm taking Luke. Are you staying with Owen?
Yeah, I think he's crazy. He's gonna win.
Okay. So we're gonna mark a we did not agree on that one. So who would win between Lil Wayne and John Wayne?
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne's pretty short. John Wayne was like what, like 6'2"?
Something like that.
Lil Wayne's like 5'6",
And also
5'8",
probably very racist.
Yeah, so but see, that's some more reason for Lil Wayne to show out because he's like this old school racist. Like, I'm gonna take him down. Lil Wayne would have some. He's done a lot of street fighting versus like.
Has he though?
Dude, John Wayne. I mean, he's been in fights.
Is he
There's fights at every one of his shows.
But is he a tough? Is he a guy that would actually throw down, or is he kind of a pussy?
He would one-on-one kind of thing.
Okay,
but like he also has bodyguards with guns. And
no
shit,
disrespect to Lil Wayne. I
that.
mean, not everybody knows how to fight or should have to fight. I'm just saying, I don't know if you're the kind of dude that would fight. I don't know.
No, I think he's more like the king thinking about it. He's like, take them out.
Yeah, I think he would.
Like, I feel like he orders people like, dude, I'm not even gonna deal with it. Kill him.
Okay, so
if we're counting hits on people, then Lil Wayne would win because he could put out a hit and get it done.
Well,
really
also
quick.
if John Wayne were to beat Lil Wayne would clap back.
Yeah,
clap back at him.
So he would die.
He would die.
Yeah,
but I don't think.
But he might win the fight. You're saying probably win the fist fight. But is he a good fighter?
Well, no, these are to the death. So Lil Wayne versus John Wayne. So we're gonna take entourages out of it. We got to stick to the death match. So
okay, so it's just fists.
It is Lil Wayne versus John Wayne.
Can they use guns? Because Lil Wayne's gonna have a lot better tactical weapons than John Wayne. Okay. John Wayne's gonna have a 6-shooter.
No, you I will let you decide their weapons.
Oh, okay. So I want to kind of evenly match. So, well, no, I think they should be given the guns that they're known to have. So, like,
really,
John Wayne would get a revolver, and Lil Wayne would get an AK, and that's his advantage. But if John Wayne's as good as they say, he should be able to pop him off before he even gets it
one
loaded.
shot. You'd think
he should be able to do it.
Yeah,
like if he's the best shooter in the goddamn West
from draw. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Get that ghost out of here.
Get out of here, ghost. Let's see.
You ever just talk to the ghost?
Yeah, I talk to the ghosts all the time. All right, so I mean, if we're taking are they having a standoff? So are they doing a duel now since they both have guns? Are they doing 10 paces?
Okay, so instead of the AK, let's do the revolver for John Wayne and just like a regular
like
9.
a Glock. Give him a Glock 19
for Lil Wayne. Yeah. See, then John Wayne is gonna. I think his shooting abilities are gonna be a little more. Now I'm talking about John Wayne in the movies,
right?
Like his character versus Lil Wayne, because I think him in real life probably is not a great shot. You know, I'm sure.
Well, maybe
it's all Hollywood.
But even then,
tricks.
like the dudes back then that were cowboys, generally like used to be cowboys. Like some of them used to be people that were ranchers and things like that because they just come out to Hollywood and start acting. But I think John Wayne probably was a decent shot.
I think it's fair to say. I never thought about it like that, but it's fair to say that was the booming time for cowboys to be in movies. You know, like, it's hard now. You gotta act like you're a part of society.
Yeah, because just a generation before them was cowboys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they themselves were ranch hands.
Ranch hands.
That's what I like to say after I've eaten
Look
Doritos.
at these ranch hands. Okay, so we're going to take John Wayne on this one.
Man, that's hard. Because, I mean, I know Lil Wayne shot a lot of guns. So, I
But
mean, I know he's a
has he
decent
shot
shot.
them
He
well?
goes to the range and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he has a range. So, like, I know he's a good shot. But John Wayne the legend should be able to take him out. So, I'm gonna say his quick draw is gonna be crazy.
Okay.
Like, and especially if they're doing paces and shit.
Yeah, 10 paces, turn, shoot.
Lil Wayne's not gonna know anything about that.
That's hilarious. So, all right. So we're gonna take John Wayne on that one.
I didn't think you could convince me. I was definitely gonna take Lil Wayne because I have to.
Yep.
But John, I mean, if they're evenly matched, he's supposed to have the quickest draw in the West.
Yep. Okay, so we're taking John Wayne on that one. Let's see here. Ben Stiller versus Jerry Seinfeld.
I think you said Jerry Stiller. It's like, no, that's not a fair fight. Him versus his dad. Now I think Jerry Stiller would put the whip down. He's got that old Italian blood.
Yeah, he's got that old man strength.
Wait, is he Jewish?
Is just a box of a human.
Is he Jewish Italian?
Maybe so. I mean, Stiller
That'd be
is
my
probably
guess.
it's a Jewish name, isn't it? They're Jewish. They're Jewish. Stilla.
Yeah. Oh.
Stilla.
Okay, so Jerry Seinfeld and
Ben Stiller.
Oh God, Ben Stiller would.
He beat the shit out of Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, Jerry can't fight worth shit. He's those sneakers are only gonna help him run away.
What's the deal with kicking my ass so hard?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Just imagine him at like Gold's Gym or whatever,
Right.
Like that version of him,
dude. And Ben Stiller's
felt before.
Ben Stiller's ripped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He works out, and he would take that one.
You heard it here first, folks. Ben Stiller would beat Jerry Seinfeld to death.
Now he's probably a little shorter than Jerry.
Yeah, maybe.
Jerry's got those dad punches where it like takes him a minute. He like got to warm up a little bit.
He's wearing
gotta
the
stretch.
fucking frilly shirt.
Man, do you like? So if I was about to fight someone and they started stretching, I think it would just my interest would go away. I'd be like, wait, are we really like my adrenaline would go down? It's like, wait, are we like, what are we doing here? We're not about to work.
He's
out.
like, no,
like this is
I'm about to beat your ass, sir.
yeah, it's like, dude, what are we doing? He's like, I got tight hammies. Like, leave me alone. He's on the ground, just like a full stretch, 10 minutes.
He's got to do some calisthenics too. He's got to do some jumpies, some jumping jacks,
do some burpees. Like, dude, you can tire yourself out. Like, I'm just warming up.
All right, so we're taking Ben Stiller on that one just from sheer muscle mass.
Yeah. And about their personality, Ben Stiller's got that crazy gene in him.
Oh yeah,
where he could snap.
Yeah, I don't think that. So Jerry could pretend to have that as a joke, but he does not.
Jerry could have people in his basement. He could be that type of snapper.
Oh yeah, he could totally be a dude from You. He could totally be.
Yeah. But I don't think he has the psycho aggressive side that Stiller does.
Right. All right, so we're taking Ben Stiller on that one. Let's see here.
I like how you did the name association thing. That makes some fun.
Michael Jordan versus Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, I knew you could do that one. Mike B. Jordan's a lot younger,
and he's also fucking. I
mean,
he's a ripped doggy.
He's in his prime.
Yeah,
Jordan would go down. Or, I mean, old Jordan would go down.
No, we're talking Jordan at his prime. These people are in their prime. They are in their prime.
Fucking Bert Kreischer always talks about the Mickey Mantle gene. And I heard Dr. Drew talking about the other day. It's a gene that, of course, I yelled at Z in the other room because it's the only positive thing that anyone has said about alcoholics ever. And so I yelled, like, you hear that? But it was like, he was saying there's a gene associated with alcoholism that makes they typically are better spontaneous warrior thought or whatever, like they have the snap that other people don't have, and they typically are like front line in the army and stuff like that. They're like the most aggressive ones, and that's what he's referring to. The Mickey Mantle gene is like, it's this gene of like, the reason Bert, he ran a marathon with no training. Right. That's that gene of like, he hurt himself badly. Right. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Not supposed to not train, run 26 fucking miles. And he hurt his body badly, but he has this psycho switch everything off and get it done gene. That's what I was talking about when I was like, I'm a terrible runner, but I was good at the 50 because I can psycho out for a minute.
Right.
And I think Jordan had that. Michael Jordan.
Okay.
And so I think he had that gene of like, he could zero in and forget. No, I bet his eye or his like ears went silent. I bet he got to points to where he was focusing so deeply that he couldn't hear the crowd and shit. Like they say your ears go out and like your vision tunnels.
And then it's all just R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah, while he's, jumping over Bugs Bunny and shit. Woo! Or he was jumping over the Monstars.
Yeah,
sorry.
Right. Yeah, they'll get you.
So I have to go Michael Jordan just because I think he wasn't in as good shape probably as Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. But he's got that psycho.
And he's probably quite a bit taller. So Michael Jordan's what, like 6'6", maybe?
I can't remember.
Let's see here. I'll figure it out real quick. Michael Jordan height. Jordan height. He's 6'6".
Okay.
And then Michael B. Jordan. Oh, he's 6 foot. So Michael Jordan has 6 inches on him.
Yep.
So,
and a little bit of crazy, but it's gonna be a good fight because Michael B. Jordan's probably training and doing MMA and shit now.
Well, because he did those Creed movies, so he does know how to box.
Yeah.
I don't think Michael Jordan knows how to box.
No. Okay. Now again, I keep thinking of Dad Michael Jordan. It's like, but young Michael Jordan, I think had something special.
Okay. But who's to say when your prime is? Your prime is. So, are we talking like Bulls era, or are we talking fucking Space Jam? Because that's what we're thinking.
Definitely early Bulls.
Okay. Yeah.
We're thinking of Space Jam.
All we're thinking of.
Him playing baseball.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Now, what was he before 23? I feel like he had a number. Was he 8? I feel like that's why Kobe got 8, was because he was 8 before 23.
Maybe that was his North Carolina number.
Yeah. Oh, no, I still feel like seeing a 23 on the North Carolina jersey, but I don't know. But yeah, that era when he was like fresh out of college.
Yeah.
Like maybe right after. Yeah.
Well, if you guys know, fucking let us know.
If you guys know who won in that fight.
Let's see. So, are we taking Michael Jordan on that one because you think the crazy and the height?
Yeah, I think he would.
But I don't know, Michael B. Jordan though. He did those Creed movies, dog, and he's a boxer. And he did Black Panther. He's done, and because he had to learn how to fight for that too.
Yeah, but that's Hollywood fighting.
I understand.
That's not. I don't think it's the same. That's like choreographed.
The boxing though. Boxing though. He actually had to learn how to box.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I don't know. That one's hard.
Just for fun, let's go with Michael Jordan. We'll say Michael Jordan won that one. Michael B. Jordan, you lost.
Out of respect.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's do a silly one. Let's do, I think, Steve Urkel versus Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, God. Urkel would beat his
I think
ass.
he'd fucking murder him with an invention. Because I never saw.
Oh, Sheldon?
No.
So we allowing them to.
No, I think Urkel, because Urkel was the.
They both could build. Now let's do this. Instead of fist fighting, they're creating inventions to destroy each other.
Okay, well Urkel was.
Because one's like a chemist. What's Sheldon? A chemist? Something like that?
Something.
Or a physicist?
I don't know. What was Sheldon's occupation on The Big Bang Theory? So I fucking hate that show. I don't think I've ever watched an episode of it.
I don't either.
I saw like a few minutes of one, noticed that it had a laugh track, and was like, what the fuck? And never
dude, I
again.
like laugh tracks.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Tell me when to laugh? You're going to tell me when to laugh?
it brings this whole cheeky fake vibe to it that I like. Not in newer. Now, if anything new has a laugh track, I won't watch it. But all of my older shows, I want to have a laugh track. I mean, shit, Urkel had a laugh track.
He was a theoretical physicist, but he was a student.
Ooh, see, a theoretical physicist, they're not going to be able to build some crazy machines. Urkel made a time machine.
Yeah. He made a fucking robot version of himself.
Switching.
He made a machine where you could turn yourself into Stefan or Kel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that when he was suave.
Yeah, wearing a white suit.
Yeah.
Get shit done.
Now, what's his actual name?
Jaleel White.
Yeah. He was in a movie recently that I saw. I can't remember what it was. He's trying to make a comeback and get rid of Urkel.
That's never going to happen.
Like
you should embrace it. He
I
should
know,
come back and do a new show as grown-up Urkel. Boom.
No,
you're welcome.
He did some interviews and was talking about how he hired all these people to help fix his brand, and he's been working on like his comeback, and he's going to try to be a serious actor and all this shit. But I mean, I see it. I've seen him in some other stuff, and he is good. But it's hard to look at that face and not want the suspenders under him.
Like,
you know?
even if you don't know right away that it's Urkel, you're like, man, who is that? I know that face. And then you like hold up.
That's definitely
Yeah, you hold up like glasses with your hands to the to the picture, and you're like, that's Stephen Urkel.
Now, see, he was handsome without those glasses. They made him look like shit.
Yeah, dude.
Really
they
easily.
did for a long time. Years of his life. His formative years.
That's what he's dealing with, right? He's like, I've been trying my whole life to get away from Urkel, and I don't think it's he's just
But
like,
he's still
in a
living
bad way.
off that goddamn money, and he will be living off that money for the rest of his life. He doesn't have
But
to
he
do
wants
anything.
to work.
But he doesn't have to.
But I don't think it's about
I
that. If you
understand.
really love what you do, you're gonna want
right.
to do
And
it
if you
regardless.
really love what you do, then you're gonna get out there
Don't
and do
be
it.
Urkel?
No, you're gonna get out there and do it. So he's gonna take acting jobs because he loves acting, not because he needs the money. So like, go and like make friends with writers, and help
do some lower level drama.
like
stuff
write your
or-
own stuff for yourself. Because if
Yeah.
you've got money to put into stuff like that, you can get your own.
Let's tweet Jaleel White, bro, and tell him how to get his shit together.
Exactly. We're gonna. You know what? Fuck.
That would be a funny segment if we did advice for like really
Celebrity brand
rich
management.
or talent. Yeah, like we tweet live like really constructive criticism to people who have made it already. It would just be kind of offensive for us to even be saying anything. You know what I really missed about your last picture? We'll call them pictures too. That's the only way. That's how they do it in Hollywood.
Okay, and so what we're gonna do? We're bracketing right now, Toby, as well. So we're gonna go through at the end of.
Oh, we're gonna bring them back.
So the
Okay.
winners now have to fight each other. So, but we're not there to that point yet. But I'm just saying that's the next wave. So the next one that we have is Will Smith versus Agent Smith from The Matrix.
Now, this is back to the simulation theory question. So, is he in the Matrix?
Well, you do know that Will Smith was the first choice to play Neo in The Matrix.
That would have been.
He turned it down to do Wicked Wicked Wild Wild West.
Oh no! I'm so happy. Then that was the greatest movie of his entire career, hands down.
Hell yeah!
No way.
Yeah.
I nothing compares. Dude, you definitely shouldn't have been Neo then. If that was his other option. He's like, should I make Neo or a classic?
Dude, I think we're the only people on the planet that think that was the best choice he could have made. So, do you want to do that movie for one of our videos? You wanna do Wicked Wild Wild?
Fuck yeah, I'll do two of them. We'll watch it twice.
All right, so Will Smith versus Agent Smith. Who goes down?
So now again, so is Will Smith in the Matrix?
So yes, so if we actually live in the Matrix, we are in the Matrix. So Will Smith is himself in the Matrix.
But Agent Smith
Is in the Matrix.
doesn't exist outside of the Matrix,
No.
correct or no? Now I'm trying
He
to
took
think.
over a
I
dude's
thought they-
body.
Yeah, outside in the real
Yeah.
world. Okay, so they're a simulation, so they only exist in the Matrix. That's what I'm saying. So he wouldn't have his power if he was outside of the Matrix. You know, he wouldn't have because
Neo did.
Agent Smith would have control of the world
Right.
in there, and so if he was outside of it, it would just be him fighting, and he wouldn't be super speed. Now, if they were just fighting, Will Smith probably take him.
We're talking
Will
in
Smith
the Matrix, though.
He's gonna break down buildings, and he's gonna be doing fucking Inception shit around you.
Will Smith or Agent Smith?
Agent.
Okay, but
Will Smith.
okay, so what about Will Smith from?
Now Will Smith as Neo
No.
versus Agent Smith.
Well, Will Smith is Hancock.
Okay. I never got all the way through that movie. It didn't seem very interesting.
It's okay.
I loved the premise. We never had a homeless superhero. That was like a great
It's a drunk
idea.
ass superhero. Yeah, but maybe you should give that movie a shot again. Maybe we'll do that one as well for one of the videos because it's a decent movie. I like Jason Bateman. He's good, and Charlize Theron.
It's something about it. Was it sad or slow?
It's kind of
like something about it.
Well, it gets kind of emotional at points, just because like the Charlize Theron.
Is he homeless?
Yeah, I mean he's drunk, and he has a place.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I just remember him laying on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
or some shit. That's how I remember.
And the little kid being like, "Get up."
Yeah, it's like opening.
Yeah, it's like
that's all.
You been drinking? Hell yeah, I've been drinking.
Man, I want to give it to Big Willie.
I know, just because we like him more than Agent Smith, but technically Agent Smith really is actually the one. Technically Agent Smith is the one. And Neo is the virus. Because they said that the one was born in the Matrix, or born of the Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
And Agent Smith is the only one born of the Matrix. He's sentient. He's a sentient program.
Did he, by him chasing Neo, did he set into action the saving of the world then?
Yes.
Or
So the only time the one comes in to reset the Matrix. So what happened in the Matrix happens through every Matrix. There's always a savior. There's always a guy that shows up to restart the Matrix over again.
To expose the outside world to people inside.
And then to restart it, basically. And technically, it's Agent Smith. And Neo is the catalyst. But
getting in his way?
Or the thing that makes him rise up enough to, like, they feed each other to get to the point where it has to restart. But technically, Agent Smith is the anomaly. Yeah. Because he's a self-aware program.
So I guess we have to give it to Agent Smith. If they're in the Matrix, he's gonna win.
So we're gonna take Agent Smith. Sorry, Big Willie. We will show love to you at a later date. Let's see. I kind of had a little bit of fun with name, like people that had two of the same name. So you know the comedian Bruce. So Bruce versus Mario.
Who's Mario?
Bob Hoskins from the Super Mario Brothers movie. Remember, because he's like first name, Mario.
Oh,
last name.
So wait, is
Mario.
it the cartoon Mario?
No, it's Mario. It's Bob Hoskins from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
But him so this is another Matrix. Is it him with the inside of the game?
No, it is Bob. It's the one from the movie.
Him real life.
The one from the movie. It's Bob Hoskins.
Him real life versus Bruce.
I'm pretty sure
Bruce got that earthquake.
Yeah, dude. He's okay. So he like Hulk stomps in the ground.
Earthquake. Yeah. I mean, he could move the ground for sure. Wasn't that his name? No, it was Landslide.
No,
was that Bruce?
No,
Bruce?
that's fuck. What's his name?
Who was that? No, that's not him. Okay, that's who I was thinking of at first.
It's his name's Lavelle Crawford.
Oh, okay. I don't know him from anything else. I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah, Bruce is a big dude though. So,
but I mean, he's a big dude. I mean, like if he lays on you, you're done. If he gets a hold of you, he's done. And Mario, he's a fat dude. He's a fat little Italian fella.
Yeah, so he's got a little spunk in him. But he don't know how to fight. Bruce knows how to fight.
You think so?
Like,
he's a.
Well, I've heard a lot of crazy stories that Bobby Lee tells about him like so aggressive, fighting, buying prostitutes, all those crazy stories. He seems like a wild man.
Okay, so we'll take Bruce. We'll take Bruce over Mario. So sorry, Mario. Bruce wins. Jar Jar Binks versus Boo Boo Bear.
I thought you were gonna say Honey Boo Boo.
No. We can do that though.
Who's Boo Boo Bear?
Boo Boo from fucking Yogi. Hey, Boo Boo.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So Jar Jar Binks versus Boo Boo Bear.
Jar Jar's probably taking it. I mean, I know he's stupid. Well, but see, wasn't Boo Boo like the trickster?
Yeah, he was. He was Yogi's right hand man. He was the one with the plan.
So he could set up some little trap. For Jar Jar because he's stupid.
He might could.
And he'd probably fall into a little trap.
It's very possible.
Boo Boo's smarter, right?
He was smarter than the average bear.
Smarter than Jar Jar. I mean, he was in the Senate, Jar Jar, right? At one point,
he did end up in the Senate. That's why people think, well, Jar Jar was going to end up being a Sith Lord at a certain point.
That would have been sweet.
So,
I would have loved that.
So he was the real Phantom Menace, if you know what I'm saying. So I would take Jar Jar over a fucking bear because Jar Jar like always ended up getting out of the situations. Like he always ended up like fumbling his way.
Accidental Mr. Magoo style.
He Mr. Magoo that bear right into his own trap, I think.
Oh.
So Boo Boo Bear sets a trap for old Jar Jar, and old Jar Jar just comes bumbling through like a retard.
All right. I'll give that one to you then. Somehow it would work out in his favor.
So we're taking Jar Jar on that one. Richie Rich versus Bam Bam from the Flintstones.
Dude, Richie Rich has got resources.
Right, but we're talking on a football field, maybe in like an octagon.
Now, I like our different scenarios for every person, So we have different rules for different people to give equal advantages. So Bam Bam's just got a bat.
And he's actually stupid strong. He's like super strong.
Oh yeah. He could lift cars.
Yeah, he's got some of that R word strength.
Yeah. So TikTok strength. That one's like the PC way.
Yeah, TikTok strength. I like that.
But yeah.
Richie Rich is just a rich kid.
So he would have he has the resources to like make some robotic stuff and
who you taking?
I'm gonna allow in the scenario, let's say he's allowed to use reasonable resources. So he's allowed to
let's say he's made like an Iron Man type suit.
Like a suit. That's what I was thinking. That made him just as strong.
Okay.
In that scenario, I think I'm giving it to Richie.
I think I'm gonna take Bam Bam because I think Bam Bam could rip that fucking armor off of him.
Oh, he's got some
Bam
freaky
Bam,
strength.
he's a caveman. He's feral. And he's got a bat.
But Richie Rich would have lasers.
But dude, I think sheer just raw willpower wins every time, I think.
To properly bracket, I have to agree with you. So we have to convince each other of the ones we're more passionate about. So, give me another couple arguments on Bam Bam.
Well, I just think that if Bam Bam...
Lasers!
Okay, if Bam Bam were able to get close... Okay, so Bam Bam blocks the lasers with his...
Blocks with the bat.
And throws the bat to distract
He's never seen these futuristic...
That's true.
Technology before. He'll be dumbfounded.
I could see that. I could see that he would just shoot these lasers right into Bam Bam's eyes and it would be over.
Now, the other little girl on that show, could she speak like sentences?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think...
Because Bam Bam just says his name, and that might mean that he is handicapped.
Yeah, he's got some... He really does.
He's got the Timmy vibes, right?
Oh, he's got all these different words for it.
Timmy vibes?
Timmy vibes, TikTok strength.
So I don't know. If Pebbles could talk, I'm gonna give it to Richie Rich. That's my leaning thing. If Pebbles can't talk,
Let's see.
and he just
Could Pebbles
and
talk?
that was all he could say was his name because he hasn't learned yet. It's normal, and he's not developmentally challenged in any way. Then I'd give it to Bam Bam, because then he could be blocking stuff.
I gotta look up.
Can Pebbles from the Flintstones talk? I guess. I don't know. Pebbles. I don't know how you remembered that. What's it got? Barney Rubble. You got Fred Flintstone. You got... I forget their wives. Wilma.
Yeah, there was Wilma. There was Betty.
And Betty. Yeah. That was Barney and Betty.
Yep. Barney and Betty Rubble.
I think they were a cuter couple. I feel like Fred beat Wilma.
Yeah.
And I feel like Barney and his wife had a better relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think Pebbles could talk after a certain point.
Okay.
But they were both babies.
I don't think Bam Bam could ever
He just
talk.
said his name. Bam Bam.
I'm going to give it to Richie.
Maybe they both
because
just
he's
said
going
their
to outsmart him.
I don't remember. Okay, I think so.
Pebbles. No, you don't remember that. Pebbles.
All right, so we're going to take Richie Rich on that one. All right, so the last one before the best one I came up with is Mecca Michael Jackson. So
Okay.
it's a Michael Jackson.
In his prime?
Yes, it is a Michael Jackson robot.
Billie Jean.
It is okay. So it's the Billie Jean Michael Jackson, but he's now a robot. He's Mecca Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he's got some extra arms and stuff on.
Versus a tank made of children.
Oh, God. Now, Tracy. I don't even know if that's a joke. Like, I can't. I'm too busy trying to picture how the logistics of the baby tank would work.
I didn't say babies. You said babies. I said kids. You said
what'd
babies.
you say?
I said
babies are kids, bro.
a tank made of kids.
Okay, so what? Now I have to adjust the age of them for the tank to be functional or something? Are they holding each other's arms?
I mean, it's kind of
how are they staying together? Are
it's
they
kind of like a
glued?
Megazord situation.
Okay, they all come together and like they have a
They
big
all yelled,
cannon that shoots babies out of it
"Sure, if
at
you'd
people?
like."
And that would distract Mackle, right? So he's having all these kids thrown at him. He's gonna get distracted.
Okay, I like where you're going with this.
So baby tank. I mean, I think just sheer distraction alone, they're gonna win. I mean, he's not gonna be able to focus on what he programmed the suit. He has to remember all these codes and buttons and stuff, and like he's just gonna he's gonna.
Okay, so it's a giant. Okay, so we're talking like a Gundam-sized Michael Jackson, and a real Michael Jackson is inside of it.
Wait, didn't he make something like that, or wasn't he making something to walk around the deserts of Nevada? Like 100-foot Michael Jackson. That was real, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
I don't think that was a South
Didn't they
Park.
have
I'm
some
pretty sure
giant fucking things walking around the desert?
walking around outside of Las Vegas? They had a Michael. How tall was it though? Is that real?
Yeah, we gotta find out if that's real.
I'm thinking it feels like a South Park episode, but it totally, the memory reigns to be. I remember it as true. I don't know. 100. It was like 100 feet. 50 feet.
Well, this says a 50-foot Michael Jackson robot for Las Vegas residency.
Yeah. That's probably it.
According to reports, the late singer wanted a giant Jackson robot to roam the Nevada desert as an advertisement for a 2005 comeback that never happened.
Okay, so he had plans for it. But I still feel like they started building this thing and then they're like, what? The Michael Jackson robot?
Yeah.
Now, the South Park thing was Barbra Streisand robot?
Yeah, Mecha Streisand.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like that, but Michael Jackson.
And this is a giant tank made of children.
Yeah, I mean, if he can stay focused on his task, I think he might. I mean, he would take it just because of the suit. But do they have real artillery that's shooting out of this, or is it just bodies? Because you're not going to do much damage.
No, it's kind of it's an organic bomb kind of thing. So
An exploding child.
if that's what you want to call it.
So it should, I mean,
They weren't a real thing until they were shot out of it. So I don't know what they are. I just know that they get shot out of this thing.
And they explode.
Yeah.
And their children.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to call it.
Well, you said child
tank. I mean, I said it was
so the whole thing's made out of children, right?
The tank is made out of children.
Are they disassembled children? Because that could get morbid.
It's not like body parts. It is like...
That would actually make more sense,
right?
Because then you could use little little pieces as materials.
I mean, you're saying it, not me, but...
I mean, if it was like that and it was some like demon tank with like made out of
it's children just because Michael Jackson was a known child enthusiast, we'll say.
Yeah. The chomos. Yeah, he's a chomo.
You said it.
He said it, I'm pretty sure.
So are you taking
No, he never.
Are you taking Mecha Michael Jackson or a tank made of kids? Do you think the tank could take him, or is Michael Jackson just gonna hump that tank into submission?
Does it look like a big butt? Because I mean, that would change everything.
I mean, that's what you're saying, so I'm guessing that's what you're wanting. I'm assuming that that's what you'd prefer.
A big butt.
Because no one said a big butt. You just.
No, I'm saying. Well, if it was a bunch of bones, it wouldn't be appealing.
Right.
They would disassemble.
But no, it is.
They'd have to be. Yeah, I don't know. Or is it like the Morty building? You know how I had the Mortys on the outside of the building?
No. It's children that have locked arms together to become this.
Made out of children.
They all yelled, form of a tank. And they all latch together like a fucking Megazord because they want to take down this giant metal pedophile.
I'm torn because either way, he's gonna fuck those kids up, right? Whether it's psychologically or physically, they're getting fucked up. We know that, but I kind of want Baby Tank to take the whole thing. Okay. I kind of want them to be everybody, so I'm kind of torn.
Oh, so for every bracket after this,
I want it to be Baby Tank.
Okay, so you're taking Baby Tank every time.
No. But that aside, let's say Jackson takes it. He's fucking those kids.
Okay, so you're gonna say Mecha Michael Jackson destroys this tank made of innocent children.
Of butts.
Children butts. Toby said.
Tank of
Strictly what Toby said is that Michael Jackson is going to destroy this tank made of. It's in the shape of a child's butt, Toby.
Is it one butt? One big butt?
Is that what you're saying, Toby? Is that it's one big butt?
I would think it'd be a bunch of little butts.
Oh my God.
But then regular Michael Jackson has to come out of the 50-foot version to really get things done. You know, it's going to be a mess. God. Well, yeah, why did you set up that scenario?
I don't know why you turned it into what you turned it into. Nobody said anything of this. All I've got written down is Mecha Michael Jackson versus.
You act like you didn't set me up.
Made of kids. That's all I said.
All I did was trigger everything that you said.
That's it.
Yeah, I didn't say butts. I implied them, but I didn't say it.
All right, so now what we have is the best one that I could come up with, and it was the first one I came up with. Are you ready? Cardi B versus Bea Arthur.
Susan B. Anthony?
No, Bea Arthur. Cardi B versus Bea Arthur.
B. Arthur. Is that Aunt B? Who's that?
You don't know who Bea Arthur is?
You don't know who Aunt B is? Now, Aunt B and Cardi B's fucking her up.
I will show you. She was on the Golden Girls. She was Maude.
Oh, well then no. Cardi B's going to take that.
But Maude was a bad bitch, bro.
Yeah, I can't see that. Oh, wait. I've never seen the Golden Girls, but she does look familiar. I was about to be like, oh, yeah, I see her on OnlyFans. You know that they were just making fun of this old-ass woman doing that the other day.
But, who was? But see, I feel like Bea Arthur would come through, because Bea Arthur was the badass bitch on the Golden Girls. Like, she was the one you didn't fuck with.
The biker
basically.
jacket? A human biker
Look
jacket.
at you human biker jacket.
You are the torn off sleeves of people. Yeah.
You know what you are? You're that workout shirt that douches wear where they've cut most of the side of their shirt off with their sleeves.
What's called muscle tees,
yeah,
bro.
you're a fucking muscle tee.
But a homemade
You're a
one.
homemade
It's different.
muscle tee, you.
Homemade, yeah. And they didn't do it right. It's just you gotta show that side.
See, I feel like
side.
Bea Arthur would invoke like grandma rules on Cardi B. I feel like Cardi B would end up respecting Bea Arthur because she's older, and like Bea Arthur was such.
Sit down, you're being trashy.
Sit down.
And she's like, I'm sorry.
She's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She might start calling her ma'am. She has respect for her elders. But if let's say Susan B. Anthony, that's what I'm gonna call him, like started some shit, tried to take her man. Now Cardi is gonna slap her to death. Open hand slap to death.
Okay, I can see that. See, you're taking Cardi B over Bea Arthur?
Rings turned inside, open slap to death. That's the move right there.
Okay.
Slide the rings inside. I just slapped them. Why are they bleeding?
So we're taking Cardi B? Okay,
Yeah.
so we're taking Cardi.
Now, why don't they make, you know how they make brass knuckles for the outside of your hand? Why don't they make like slap knuckles to where it's like some spikes on the inside? Give them a good lashing.
I don't know, man.
Slap knuckles, man. It's a new business.
Do you remember, what was it, where you'd punch each other's knuckles? What was that called?
Oh, bloody knuckles? That's such a shit
That's
game.
not even a game. That's just assault. You're just assaulting each other.
Yeah, it's a stupid game.
All right, so
it was just to see who gave up first.
With our new brackets, so what we're doing now is we're going from the middle out. So every other one is kind of matched with the other one. So we've got Michael Jordan versus Mecha Michael Jackson.
Okay. Regular No, I mean shit. I hope Michael Jackson doesn't win this whole thing because he made him Mecha.
No, but you see, I feel like Michael Jordan could scale the Mecha Michael Jackson, get inside, and destroy regular Michael Jackson.
Again, let's say Space Jam rules for Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm. So he can be flattened.
He can fly.
He can fly. He's basically immortal.
So he's gonna trick him.
Okay, so are we taking Michael Jordan?
All right. Yeah, Space Jam era.
Okay.
Or Space Jam universe, Michael Jordan. I can't give this thing to Michael Jackson. It just would feel horrible.
All right, so we got Michael Jordan for that one. And so Mecha Michael Jackson is out of the running.
Baby Tank would be killing it right now if
right?
we still had him in the running.
Now we've got Richie Rich versus Steve Urkel.
Damn,
like, that one's kind of hard.
Richie's got money and he's gonna make machines and shit, but Urkel is smart.
Yeah,
he's got better technology. I would say more than money can buy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think Jaleel is gonna take that little bitch's money.
I think so too. I think that Steve Urkel would definitely come through with having more the brains over the money behind the shit because Steve is always super industrious because he would always make his shit out of other stuff. So whatever Richie Rich could buy, Steve Urkel could source.
Could make
right.
Shift. Yeah.
I think just by, again, like it all comes down to willpower. I think the person with the more willpower is going to come through. And Steve never had a whole ton of money, so which made him scrappy and inventive. And it's made Richie Rich.
Oh, he could fight. I remember him punching somebody out.
Richie Rich got lazy because he's been taken care of.
Now, and I see Richie Rich in the last moments, like his shit malfunctioning and him getting mad at his butler because it doesn't work, but he didn't know how to fix it.
Right.
And I feel like his shit would break down. Jaleel's shit is going to be good because he knew the mechanics.
Yeah, he knew what was going on. All right, so we're taking Steve Urkel on that one. You done, Richie. You done. All right.
We got on the bracket.
Now we've got Jar Jar Binks versus John Wayne.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Jar Jar Binks versus John Wayne.
So, again, Jar Jar doesn't really have any fighting skills, right?
It's kind of like this weird kind of drunken master kind of style. But again,
But it's not a fighting style.
Right.
It's like an avoiding.
So if John Wayne has got his 6-shooter, I think he could shoot Jar Jar between the fucking eyes.
Okay, but would his drunken stupor come in handy and he'd stumble out of the way of all the bullets and he'd never be able to shoot
It's
him?
very possible that then he would finally get up to John Wayne and somehow make him shoot himself.
No, he's not that clever. No, John Wayne takes it still, probably, because even if he ran out of bullets, he's got a fist of fury.
Okay.
He's going to lay it down.
That burning American passion for dominance. Yeah. Okay, so we're taking
over the female species.
Yeah. All right, so we'll take John Wayne on that one. All right, now we've got Bruce versus Agent Smith.
I don't know this. I think we can skip this.
No,
one.
I mean we have to. So it's Agent Smith, right?
What?
Oh, you think Bruce?
Oh, I'm
okay.
Bruce. Yeah, he's not even gonna fit in the Matrix. He's got to come out to fight him.
So we'll take Bruce on that one.
No.
What?
Come on.
Who are you saying then?
We gotta take Agent Smith. It's the reasonable. It's the logical one. Bruce is not gonna make him laugh his way out.
All right, and then the final one for this bracket run is Cardi B versus Ben Stiller.
Cardi B'd still get him.
You think so?
She's
I
got.
think
she's
life
got
and death
ratchet
situation.
blood.
I think maybe like they come out. I think maybe she bites him, and like maybe Ben Stiller's missing like a nose or an ear, and missing some stuff.
She would go,
but
crazy.
I think just from sheer strength, he might be able to overpower her. Because
no, she's got stripper blood, man. She's gonna come out with the lashes. She's gonna bite noses off. She's gonna pull hair out. She's gonna grab his balls and rip them off. She's gonna be brutal.
Okay. All right. So you're taking Cardi B.
Yeah,
right, so you're taking Cardi B. Ben Stiller, you've died. So we've got Cardi B. All right. So now what we've got is, oh shit, we have to pick a winner between Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson. We have to pick a winner.
See, I'm imagining Luke Wilson just as more of a bitch.
But I see Owen as more of a bitch.
Because he's suicidal?
Because what is he? I feel like he would give up faster than Luke would.
I think it would drive him. We really disagree on this one. I mean,
he already tried to die once.
Again,
what's dying again?
But even just like the addict in him, you know, he has a lot of pain to work through. And that's gonna come out. I don't think Luke has got enough to fight for.
You don't think he's got enough to fight for? I think he's got everything to fight for. You got to sell me on Owen.
I just think he would be a last minute. He would come through with the same reason why I'm picking the Mickey Mantle gene shit. The same reason why Cardi B would win. Like, he's going to do a last minute illegal move just because he's desperate and he hates himself and he doesn't want to be alive.
So he'd pretend to slit his own wrist, and as he's doing it, he'd just turn and slit Luke's throat.
That's dark.
Okay, so we're going to take Owen.
That's how you had to settle it. Yeah. You're like, he's still trying to kill himself during it. Maybe he's just eating a muffin.
Okay, so
maybe he's hungry.
So now our brackets are as follows. So now we have Michael Jordan versus Owen Wilson.
Michael's taking.
You think Michael? Okay, so you don't think Luke Wilson could take Owen Wilson, but you think Michael Jordan will make just fast work of Owen.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I mean, I feel
I
like
think Owen would be too intimidated. Too.
I feel like Michael Jordan would be quite a bit taller than Owen Wilson.
And I feel like Owen's psycho shit would turn in on him more because fighting his brother, it might lash out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think fighting a legend is gonna make him.
Yeah, I mean, Owen Wilson's only
will
5'10",
shatter.
so 5'10" to a 6'6" man, like a 5'10" boy to a 6'6" man.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the crazy gene, but I think Michael would come through with it. I think honestly, the difference would be him. His respect for Michael would come into play and make him more introverted.
Okay.
And turn him around a little bit.
All right. Well, then we're gonna take Michael Jordan. So Michael, good job. Good job, Michael.
You're killing it.
You're killing all these people. So now we have John Wayne. No, wait. So Steve Urkel versus Cardi B. I'm gonna go for Steve. I'm gonna go on a limb.
I still see this like ratchet part of her that would like trash his machinery,
right?
shit
But Toby
and like break his machine.
She's got to be so tired by now from having to work so hard.
Is this all in the same
this
day?
is all just like right after the other. This is yeah.
I feel like she would break. Oh no, she would win. She would break the machines, and then she would get him to fall in love with her because he's a nerd.
Oh, she'd just start twerking, and he'd like go all goo goo,
and he's gonna go all yeah. I think she takes it. I think she's got powers.
The power of boners is what undoes Steve Urkel. So
that's all he ever needed. Who was that bitch that he always was liking that was treating him like
Lisa?
Shit? Lisa.
Yep.
He wasted his life.
Wasting your life. All right, now we've got John Wayne versus Agent Smith.
I feel like just Agent Smith is too powerful for this game.
You think we?
So I'm gonna have to take him out of the Matrix.
Okay.
To fight John Wayne, and I still have a feeling Agent Smith will
Yeah,
win.
because Agent Smith will know some form of martial arts.
Still fight.
And he'll be faster than John Wayne. John Wayne will be like sluggish from all of the meat he's been eating. And
Colin's a little packed.
He's a little drunk.
What is it? Died with 5 pounds of red meat.
Yeah, he's like died with 5 pounds of undigested red meat in his ass. That's a man.
Yeah. 5 pounds of meat.
Undigested red meat in his ass. That's just a joke. That's just a colon joke.
Let's see how.
So we're taking Agent Smith.
There's 16 ounces in a pound, right?
Yeah.
So like, that's a lot. It's a lot of steak.
Okay, so we only have 3. We have 3 remaining contenders.
How do you settle that? You didn't put an even number in the bracket.
True. Well, it was an even number. 10, and then 10 the first bracket time we went through, and then 6, and then now 3. We were at 6, and we've gone down to 3.
I'm not good at bracketing. We didn't do the math.
It's fine. It's whatever.
So this is a 3-way.
So this is a 3-way. So who wins between Michael Jordan, Cardi B, and Agent Smith?
I'm trying to imagine them in the ring. So I'm going to give Cardi an extra power for this round because I'm making Michael Jordan Space Jam.
Yeah,
Michael
so
is doing Agent Smith has Matrix powers. Cardi B, what do we give her? So you level out the playing
She
field.
can have extending fingernails.
I was going to say her ass shakes so hard that it causes an
There's
earthquake. That's her power.
There's that too. So her ass can shake so hard that it causes an earthquake. That booty bounce. So
That's
it
true.
The flow. And then she has extending fingernails that are made of metal.
Okay, Wolverine style.
More like Lady Deathstrike. Deathstrike. You remember
that from?
X-Men X2? The second X-Men movie?
X-Men X2. I don't know.
That's
Probably.
what it's called, X-Men United.
It didn't have a
It was
subtitle.
called X2, X-Men United.
Oh, okay, that sounds.
Yeah, and she was the lady with the fingers that grew out. Lady Deathstrike. But whatever, it's like that. I just take my word for it. It's like that.
Wolverine.
Yeah, Lady Wolverine.
Let's see. So she's slicing and dicing, shaking the ground. They can't stand good. Michael Jordan's losing. You know, I think he goes out.
You
first.
think Michael Jordan falls to the wayside first, even though he's got all of the strengths of a cartoon.
He's got Looney Tune powers.
Like
okay.
he can't really be hurt. He's basically a cartoon character. So at this point, with those powers, I take him over the rest of them, just for the sheer fact that he's basically immortal.
The cartoon power over Matrix power because they can't die?
Well, the Matrix would have to be reset at some point, so you can corrupt Smith's code. So he's basically just numbers. He's basically just zeros and ones. So you can corrupt his code.
Okay.
But
so,
Michael Jordan is from a
Cardi's shaking it and scratching. And then it's hard to stand. They start losing it. They're staring, they're getting distracted. It's hot. And and Michael Jordan starts getting a little loosey goosey. Agent Smith comes in and takes out Cardi, and then now it's just Cardi and Michael Jordan. And so you're saying just by his immortality, so the round would last like 8 hours.
Right.
He'd keep coming at him. Eventually, Agent Smith is either going to glitch out or going to get tired, and Looney Tune Michael Jordan's gonna take.
I think are we in agreement on that? I think cartoon Michael Jordan wins.
Okay, I see that.
All right, so Michael Jordan from Space Jam
takes
the day
versus Baby Tank.
Okay, so Michael Jordan versus the Baby Tank.
Well, see, he's immortal. That kind of like him and Agent Smith were too powerful. That you can't. No one could. You know,
it's true. They were a little OP.
But still, Agent Smith is there's gonna be a flaw before the magic of Looney Tune shit wears off.
Oh yeah.
Now if it wears off, then we have a problem. So they're inside the Matrix, inside Looney Tune land.
Yeah.
It's gonna last a long time.
Oh yeah, because they're both gonna be like flying at each other, and he's basically a Neo type. Michael Jordan is.
So that's who should have played Neo.
Michael Jordan, motherfucker.
I'm about to. I gotta piss.
Yeah, I mean we can call it. That was good. That was a good one.
I'm gonna make some food.
All right, bro.
Too.
Love you, man. Love you, everybody. We will see you guys next week. Watch out for those new videos coming in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna start working on those.
We'll be here,
and
we'll be here, lighting up your life. Making every second.
Yeah, and let us know how you would have bracketed that and who you thought would have won, and some different verses, because we could do this again. It wasn't hard to come up with that list, so we can always do this again.
Those
so
are
if
good.
You've got some that you'd like to hear us debate over, let us know. Get at us in the comments, like, subscribe, all that other bullshit. Get at us on the socials. Toby is at Cushing Probably on Instagram. Probably, Prally. And I'm at Davey Kalish on Instagram, and we are at A Drink and a Joint Pod on Instagram and on Twitter. And
yeah, hit us up. Give us some comment ideas. That's always what I ask.
Yeah. Help us out.
I mean, some topic.
Yeah. Help us out.
Yeah. All right.
Bye.
See you guys.